You're listening to the Everyone But Us podcast, straight from the heart of London.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Everyone But Us podcast, episode number 7. My name's Waymer.
My name is Lewis Gino, the Don, maybe.
My name is Suge White.
Suge White, the White Suge Knight, and we are in East London.
No, we're in South. No,
We're talking about East London,
We're in South East London, sadly.
South East, at the New Cross Inn.
Worst combination of all.
Right. You quite finished now? You finished? We have a special guest, a very special guest in the building. Generally one of my favourite bands in the game. We have
Wisdom
in Church!
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, damn, that gave me chills, fella.
See, we're trying to be professional with our opening, but we haven't got the flow yet.
good.
We're working on it.
I liked it. That was good.
Your voice cracked in the very beginning, though, right? You heard that?
Yeah, just a little bit.
You know what? I was trying to get my
bit flustered and that, like, no,
I heard
I'm
you
on
trying
your
to get
side,
the
bro.
baritone
I'm on your
on.
side.
I was trying to get that Morgan Freeman tone.
Oh, wow.
My very favorite band in the entire world. Wisdom in Chains.
Is Morgan Freeman still cool, considering...
Yeah.
Yeah,
He'll always be
come out,
cool.
so
What do you do?
No, but he was apparently
caught up in all
Me
that
Too
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
right?
What did he do?
Did you see what it was?
Groping. What
He
was
groped?
No, it was that inappropriate shit he said about he's doing some interview with some film with Michael Caine and that.
I'd like to see your tits.
There was nothing like that.
Well,
Richie knows.
Was it the one about the bird was pregnant? There was a woman who was pregnant and interviewing her, and she was talking about the size of her breast or something, and he was like, "Oh, I would have liked to have been that baby sucking those tits." So he said,
Is that what he
something
said?
along them lines, like, it's proper creepy, man. Proper creepy shit.
I didn't
Did
hear
he-
that part.
Wow, really?
Creepy, man. It was in this country done that. Creepy
Yeah.
shit, man.
Fucking geez as well. You know Morgan Freeman saying that as well is going to sound extra creepy. Like, I wanted to be that thing.
Yeah.
Sucking on those titties.
Now, listen, does that make it like that he's a bad actor, though? It doesn't matter to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I don't know. We got a female in the building as well, Mark.
She could weigh in on this.
She can weigh in. She's just laughing.
nah,
I think it's alright.
You have to speak in the mic, God.
That day, I crawled through a mile of shit. Came out clean on the other side, just to suck on them titties.
Why do you sound like Rick James?
Does that sound like Rick James?
not even
I
close.
don't know.
Everyone was at it in the 80s, by the sounds of it anyway. All the actors were at it, weren't
Yeah,
they?
I don't think that was a big deal. I think he might have been trying to be funny and he came off like a creep.
Yeah.
He probably said it and was like, shit. But if you didn't actually grope somebody,
I know, come on.
you know, words are words. It sucks. You know, I said a lot of shit that I wish I didn't say in my
Like what?
lifetime.
Exactly.
There's somebody at the door.
Somebody's knocking at the door.
It's
Yeah.
fucking Nicky Baxter.
Nicky Dust.
Nikki Baxter just walked in the room. So,
Mr. and Mrs. Baxter.
Oh, yeah.
The Baxters have arrived.
So just to give some context,
No, but
go on.
I think, you know, everybody says dumb shit. You can't always be on point with your words. You know what I mean? He probably said it and immediately felt stupid and was like, shit.
No, but apparently there was about 10 women, right, that came out and
Well, I
said...
saw some of the other allegations and it was nothing. They said they didn't like how he was looking at them during an interview and he was like looking intense. But he didn't say no shit. He didn't say nothing bad.
Really?
I'm telling you, go look it up. But I want to ask you this.
I want to see, yeah. I honestly, I've never even heard any of this shit you guys are talking about. So I'm
No,
like, I'm totally talking out of my ass right here. I don't even know what you
I
guys
heard
are
about it.
talking
I did hear about it. But when I saw what they were talking about, I was like, that's it? That's all you got on this guy?
Poor
know what I
Morgan
mean?
Freeman.
Trying to take
Or
down
poor
a
victims,
legend.
we don't know.
Trying to take down another black
Black
hero.
man.
First they got OJ. Then they got Cosby. Now they're going after this guy? Not on my watch.
Let my people go.
But when you guys did the intro, you said we're in South
East London.
East London. Unfortunately, what's wrong with this area? You don't like it?
Well, basically, there's a dump over in the corner there, which is called the New Den. And that's where a team called Millwall plays, and they're fucking awful.
Okay.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's all I'm going to say about
I don't want to get in the middle of any
Let me just go get James.
hooligan.
it. Go and do that.
Fucking bring him in here.
Basically, there's always been a north-south divide Like who's the better? Who's
Yeah, we have the same thing in the States.
yeah?
like-
Where,
It's like the Civil War.
Yeah, it's like
A little bigger of a deal.
It's like the Steelers and the Eagles, like, almost like, but not too deep.
But
That's a good
so
point.
it's like a football beef. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just like who's the better. I don't know.
Who's the best
Yeah,
at everything?
who's the best at everything? It's
Everything.
London.
It's like just a total rivalry.
All
between
right.
North and South.
So it's like two brothers fighting.
Yeah, kind
It's like two
Kind of,
So like cousins
kind of
fighting.
like we're better.
sibling rivalry.
Yeah, like,
So out of all the London people I know, do I know any Southeast London people?
Yeah,
In this room,
none.
Martine South East London, isn't it?
Yeah, Martine.
Oh, and then she just left the room in anger.
All the guys from Nine Bar.
Nine bar
So does Martine have an accent that's like a Southeast London accent?
Not really.
The accent's
I don't
the
know.
same.
That's- Martine, say something. I don't know. What do you want me to say? I don't know. It does sound a little different. I guess it does sound a little different. I don't know.
One thing I always said about her accent, she sounds like a hooker from a Jack the Ripper movie. Yeah. So I don't know what area of London that would be, but
Oh, that's East London.
for 5 pence.
I'll cut your head off for free.
Actually, I'm actually going to Whitechapel on Tuesday to go and hand in some clothes for some homeless people in there.
oh yeah,
That's Jack the Ripper's.
Yeah.
fucking
That's his
stamping.
territory.
Yeah, it's his territory.
wow.
Walker's really good.
I wish I could.
They
see
have a
that
Jack
shit.
the Ripper museum there.
Walk as well. It
I walk-
tells you around all where he killed, left the bodies and
It's a weird thing, isn't it? Why are people fascinated in that shit?
People like murder, innit? Like,
I mean, he might be the first recorded serial killer, and people
Yeah.
love serial killers. I bet there's a ton of people that have Jack the Ripper tattoos. You know, they got the Charlie Manson tattoos on them.
Yeah.
You got that other fucking weirdo. Who's that? That Ramirez. People got Michael Ramirez. People, Richard. Yeah, people are obsessed with that.
That always weirds me out when people are obsessed with serial killers. But I mean, I'm sure there's people in this room that are, but I just don't get it. To me, it's weird.
Yo, Nick, come on the mic. Come on
Yeah,
there.
I'm not even really interested from that.
It's just that you won't be picked up on the podcast.
my boy.
No, it's true. Like when I put my TV on, we have like I think
Crime
it's
Channel
Sky,
and all that shit.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
that TV on demand, and there's so many programs with about serial killers. So there's obviously a demand about it.
fucking weird though, but you like, I bet you nobody's ever seen a Joseph Fritzl tattoo on anyone ever.
Shout out to Jodie.
I think it's fucking weird as shit.
Yeah, have a look at my Errol Shipman tattoo. Like, yeah.
So was Dennis Nielsen. Fucking
I don't know who either of those people are. Explain, please.
Harold Shipman was a doctor who basically killed off loads of old people,
Like 250
like
or
loads of old people.
Wow.
He was doing,
Wow,
like,
holy
undercover, and it only just turned out someone must have clocked that this is really strange, and then
Well, no, he changed their
Come
wheels
on.
and shit. He changed their
You won't be picked up. Go on.
Yeah, he changed their wheels. That's how he got found out.
Get on the mic, Nick.
I'm trying to get him to come to the mic.
he knows a lot
You
about
won't be
this.
picked up.
Yeah, I think he got found out because he was a doctor and he was giving them the wrong drugs and killing them. But
Oh,
then
so it was a
he
mistake.
was making them change their what? Yeah,
Was
So
it a
he was-
mistake
it
though?
was a clinical error.
So he
Oh,
was putting it in. He was putting like himself in their wheels.
Yeah, in their
and
wheels
killing
and
them.
then yeah. But he did it to like 250 or something.
Wow.
And then Joseph Fritzl was a geezer who was born in well, not don't want to say I'm not doing fucking Hallmark fucking show or something like. But yeah, Joseph Fritzl was from Austria, and he basically had like a house, but he had like a fucking dungeon with like you wouldn't know there was doors there and shit, and he had like a daughter who was impregnating.
Wow.
Just some mad.
Get the
crazy
fuck
fucking
outta here,
shit,
that's
like,
crazy.
yeah, it's crazy
He
shit, man.
he got his own daughter pregnant.
Yeah, man.
Was the kid all weird and fucked up?
I think so.
You look like
Looking like-
Lewis. I'm joking.
Thanks, man.
Did the kid look like Luke Rosen? by any
Is that
chance?
child in the room with us?
Oh, here he is. Right
It
here.
was have I sort of type shit like.
Wow.
Anyway, man, let's get back to wisdom, man. You
Okay.
guys have just been on tour. End of the tour.
Yeah.
How's it been, man?
The last show tonight.
Wow, how's it been, man? Any fights? Have you had to, have you had
I
to
wouldn't
chin
say-
anyone?
I wouldn't say like fight,
for fuck's
like
sake.
like you know a little van bickering. That
Oh, with
kind of
each other?
shit, but yeah,
Oh,
no,
with
no,
each other?
Yeah.
no real
I
fights.
thought you meant. Oh,
No.
Yeah,
no.
it was the biggest beef was Evan and Luke. Remember?
Oh yeah, that was.
Are you allowed to tell us?
Yeah.
Voices were raised. Voices were raised.
Evan could get very snippy.
Yeah.
and Luke could get disrespectful, and he don't even know it, right?
Yeah, it was like it was a perfect storm.
Yeah, we saw it coming out, and I really tried pushing it hard. But Joe wouldn't help me.
That's
Right?
That's Richie.
That's right. I want everybody to get.
I was
along.
saying, Joe, you're gonna let this happen? I thought you were the peacemaker. You can't let this happen. And Joe was just walking away with his head down. He wasn't saying that.
That's two different weight classes, though.
Yeah.
That's not really. I love Luke, but I think Evan's gonna be.
Well, if it came to blow, and I think it could have. It could have. You know.
Could have.
If
gave
I had my
ample
way.
warning. I gave ample warning, actually, the night before or 2 nights before,
To Luke, right?
to chill out.
Yeah.
Because I could see Evans getting pushed to his limit, and I've known Evan a long time. I seen him. I known him a really long time, longer than anyone else in this band. I've known him since I was 6 years old, and
Oh shit.
I seen him snap on people.
Yeah.
punch
And
them
he's
hard.
not a poker face kind of guy.
No, you can see exactly
Yeah.
like
So you know, if you don't know
Yeah.
what's coming, and you're just a fool.
So how
Like,
did
you
it
know what I
all?
mean?
How did it all end? Did they talk or?
Yeah, it was 2 nights later. We hugged it out.
But it was what was it basically? Was it Luke being nasty towards him?
Yeah, Luke was being
Disrespectful?
nasty. Evan, it wasn't even that big of a deal. Like, he had done much worse things than
Yeah.
what pushed Evan over the edge.
Yeah.
That was just the last straw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Evans, I think Luke was trying to get into an elevator that Evan was trying to get out of. And it just wasn't enough
That's all it
space
took.
in the door. That's all it was. And
Yeah, go on.
Evan exploded.
Yeah, it was good. I love it.
When you're on the road for so long, like the littlest thing can
Oh
tip you
yeah.
over the edge.
I'm watching Evan tie his shoes in disgust, and I just want to. Every movement somebody makes, sometimes you just get disgusted by it. You guys must know.
I was saying, when you come off the road, do you have to go into like quarantine? Do
Yeah.
you like not contact each other for a little while?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need your own space for a bit?
We
Yeah.
don't even shake hands at the airport. We just like
Push
scowl,
each other away.
scowl, and walk away.
Nah, yeah, it could be weird. I'm sure you guys know, right?
Nah, yeah, we never toured. What's the longest we've toured?
I know you guys had studio beef, so
Yeah, we've had studio
You toured
beef.
with them. You toured Wisdom and Chains, Crown of Thorns.
Yeah, I think that works well because there's so many people, so you can like
yeah, you could escape.
you can escape and
Yeah, there's zones. See, right now on a bus, it changes everything. A bus changes everything. You wake up in the city that you're playing, so you don't have to sit around and stare at each other in a van for hours every morning until you get to the destination. You wake up and you're already there. You have the option of walking outside and going and exploring the town.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can split into little groups. You can hang out with people you don't even know and just get to know them better. There's a lot of different options
These
when you're on a
van
bus.
tours blow, bro.
On a van tour, it's very different. You have to go to a hotel, so that means you have to pick a roommate out of like who snores the least, who snores the, you know what I mean? Like, trying to pair groups up that might not hate each other in the morning, you know what I mean? Like it's odd, man. It's like it's a whole different set of variables on a van.
this dude sitting next to me.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I hope he doesn't
Fucking
mind.
man, right?
He's got the worst snore.
Yeah, he chops down
Hey,
trees.
Oh my
remember
god!
at fucking.
Fucking perfect storm.
Remember at
I
fucking.
was gonna try and fucking deny it, but my girlfriend's gonna listen to this. It's just gonna call
Remember Rodney's as well when we fucking.
Yeah, tell the story.
No, I
Oh,
was
mate.
ill. I was ill.
Alright, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one, but fucking hell, mate. Like,
We stayed at give the story.
yeah, we stayed at some dude called Rodney's place, Rodney and Zwallow. Good dude, like cool dude. And we played the show in that, and then we was like, "Oh, where are we gonna stay?" We go, "Oh, you gonna stay at my place?" Like Dutch guys, "We'll stay at my place." Like, "All right, cool." And so we got back to his place. We was like, "Oh, where we sleeping?" There was like fucking 6-7 of us in like his front room, like just no
Which is
floor
cool.
space,
Yeah.
just sitting up in a fucking chair. Like, and I had a fucking. There was actually a picture of me with a red blanket I stole off a fucking flight of an airline. I know that's not a good thing to do. Like, you're supposed to leave the
Black
blankets on
person
there.
stealing
Fuck you,
normal.
man. Whatever. But anyway, I had this fucking blanket over me, and he made a joke saying, "Oh, when your barber doesn't come back, like, and he's just sitting there for like an hour or something." Yeah. But yeah, I remember. I think we got like an hour. You was driving as well, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was fucked,
Yeah.
man. But basically, he started snoring, so he fell asleep before me. And
Game over.
once he's
That's
snoring, game was in
Game over,
effect.
You
man.
better hurry up and get to sleep before
Yeah,
he does.
I couldn't.
Game over, man.
And it is, I think,
Look, you could have woke me up, right? In my defence, yeah.
no, but you wake
Fucking
up.
sofa was like this wide, so my head was like that. For a start.
Yo, you could have straightened his head out for him.
You know what I
He
mean?
could have did something.
Snapped it.
Now check it out. In this band, who do you think is the loudest snorer? It should be.
I'm gonna say Joe.
Okay, there you go.
Am I? I think Evan is.
It's one of.
I think Evan is clearly the
Really?
loudest snorer. Yeah.
I don't see next to you.
Evan
though,
wakes
bro.
me up. Evan wakes me up.
We got two badasses in this band.
It's still I think
Yeah.
funny enough, we've got Billy Caliber, ex 50 Caliber in
Legend.
the room.
Excalibur.
This motherfucker can snore as well. Jesus.
Rolled up in a
Christ.
convertible.
Him and Steve would be a fucking
Snore off.
heavyweight world title. BC.
Hey,
Snore.
what is that?
fucking M50 Caliber together. Can you imagine what it was
Oh,
like?
mate.
Band?
I don't
50
think I can handle
decibels.
it,
Fucking little living room in Finland.
You know. So you guys, you got like a sprinter, like a little
Hey, that
sprinter.
box.
Yeah, we got
What
a
are you
sprinter.
traveling? You got beds in it?
It's got
It's got a
that
bunk
one
up top. Yeah.
overhead joint.
And speaking of that bunk, Nikki Dust just walked in with a box of what is that? Records. Bombs. And this morning, as we were leaving
Oh yeah.
our friend's house, somebody was in that bunk, and they kicked that box, and it fell right on Richie's
My
head.
fucking head.
Right as I walked
Oh.
out, I was like, I just saw Richie holding a box with one hand and his head with
I never been.
the other hand. I was like, yo, what's the matter? He's like, some fucking piece of shit.
Fucking disrespect,
Yo,
innit?
Richie.
And they didn't even acknowledge what they did. And I
think
didn't
that
know who
person-
did it.
I
don't know who
do.
did it.
I do. And he wouldn't acknowledge it because
That's his
he-
personality.
it's his personality.
He
And
never take responsibility.
yeah. He would
But now I
deny
know.
it to the end.
Thank you. Now I know.
Yeah.
At
you know.
least.
That's you just witnessed some band code right there.
Bad
That's
Nah, that was fucked up.
a inner lingo band code right there.
And matter of fact, it still hurts now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Still
You might have a
hurting.
lawsuit on you.
I might have a concussion. But I don't think people that listen to your podcast, I don't think they know of the relationship we have with you guys for how many years.
Wow.
Long time,
Right?
man.
Long time.
Even longer. You longer than me.
Well, you know, I'm
I
the
met you
G, so-
guys in 2002. Richie,
Yeah.
you met them in like 96, 97.
Yeah.
97
Yeah.
in
When I was 10.
Magazine 4.
And where? Belgium.
Magazine 4, Brussels.
Brussels.
Yeah.
Wow.
Belgium Magazine 4.
That was my first experience seeing Knuckle Dust. Blown away. And it's the same exact fucking lineup today that it was back then.
That's amazing.
In 1996, you said?
Poor you, mate.
97.
What
Wow,
other
man.
band can say that?
You too.
You too.
You too.
That's amazing.
ABBA? They broke up though.
Stones?
Nah.
Nah.
Ronnie Wood changed, didn't it?
Knuckle
Brian
Dust
Jones.
put on a
Guitarist
show that
Jones.
day.
Brian Jones died, didn't he?
Aerosmith has been.
Aerosmith? Wow.
So that's elite, man. You guys are in some elite territory right
Yeah,
there.
you guys are
For
up there
real.
with U2 and Aerosmith.
Do you know what? I was thinking about that because that's a question that we get asked a lot.
Yeah.
But do you think that sometimes when you have a new band member, it can bring new, fresh blood? You know, like when you've got 4 guys that have been doing it for 20 years and they're all grumpy and like everything's shit.
Weemer's thinking
Nothing's
about
good.
Weemer's thinking about
Oh
a
God,
lineup change.
the world's gonna die. Hardcore shit.
Who we sacking? Wayne
Right, yeah.
I wasn't
I'm
going to
just saying,
say
when
this,
you get a
but,
new
yeah.
member, they bring that
World exclusive.
new ideas in.
Well, I'll
I'm
say,
just saying.
I'll answer that. Like from our perspective, like having Luke in the band, and no disrespect to anyone else, but having
Shannon.
Luke in the band,
It's a
it
total headache.
total headache. But just like the power he brings on the drums, it changes shit.
He's a
man.
fucking great drummer,
It
man.
definitely changes things, and like.
No, yeah, it could.
opens up a lot of like writing opportunities, you know.
But imagine bringing in the wrong guy.
The wrong guy
kick him
could-
out.
Yeah, the wrong
You-
guy could
maybe
really-
maybe the wrong guy just poisons
Yeah,
everything.
True.
You know, but you guys have the right guys, obviously. But yeah,
Yeah.
a new member could bring new life, or it could bring some chaos. But in your case, I mean, look at your albums. Like, you know, you didn't need a new guy.
Thank you, man.
I'm down for you to get rid of Ray. You know, it's up to you guys. But nah, I mean, yeah, it could happen.
Is this your favourite Wisdom in Change line? Like, out of all the lineups you ever had,
Yeah.
would you say this is your strongest?
Yeah, for sure. Like that's just no question in that.
I think the strongest lineup was I wasn't even. I watched Joe play a live show. And, nah, I won't even bring that up. I won't even bring that up.
No, we sound. Yeah, I'll say like this tour specifically, like we're sounding like really good right
Hey,
now.
come on, don't talk like cocky.
And
like
I'm not
that.
trying to, throw anybody under the bus, but We got our man Mike Gunari filling in for Chris Mavromatis.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yo, he's giving Chris a run for his money, boy. This dude is
love you, man.
lighting
We love
up
you.
every
Well,
night.
you know, you got your guitar player, Weema. Weema is one of my favorites. Chris has a unique style, right? He kind of has a weird approach.
Hard to imitate.
Yeah.
Hard to imitate.
Yeah. He's a one.
This guy
one of a
jumped
kind.
on and got his stuff down note for note, adds his own flavor. He's really, really fucking good.
He's really
And
good.
we're going to show you something live tonight. We're going to show. You could name any fucking band. This guy will play a song.
He's nodding.
He'll play a song.
That's a challenge. We're gonna do it.
I'm talking mainstream shit, no obscure. If you don't know,
I've
you
got
don't
a
know.
feeling we're going to be hearing Purple Rain tonight.
If you say Prince, he's playing Prince.
Mike, learn Purple Rain quick.
No, we did it a couple nights. Am I right?
Yeah, it's really amazing. Like people will just
Somebody said
shout
Jimi
a band
Hendrix.
out.
Within a half a second, he's doing Little Wing.
How long you been playing for?
How long?
Yeah.
26
26
years.
Wow.
And he claims he never left the house as a kid.
Didn't. From 10 years old to 16 when I started my first band, that's all I did.
Just play
Yeah.
guitar.
All I did.
So
Go
for
to
26
school,
years.
play.
playing.
Obsessive. I don't know if people could hear that, but he said from 10 to 16.
And let me just say this.
Age 10 to age 16, he didn't leave the house. He just obsessively played guitar. So probably by the age of 16, you were fucking great.
Yeah.
At guitar.
And let me say this. Through some connections made on this tour, you might be seeing him around.
You might be
You
seeing
might
him
see him again.
with
You know what
a bigger name.
I'm saying?
Oh, he's been pinched
Soon.
already.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
you see.
guess. I'm trying to think. American?
Let's see. Yeah,
Hey, we
maybe,
don't know nothing.
Maybe.
I'm just
maybe.
saying, keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
Megadeth.
Mikey G. But he had bands in the U.S. and stuff. He had. We got him through Evan. Evan played. He played in a band called Bigwig,
Yeah. I know.
and he wasn't like an official member because the singer of Bigwig's like a fucking dick, like he's an asshole.
Okay.
So he would recruit guys, and he recruited Evan and Mike at one time. So Evan and Mike ended up getting along and leaving the band because the guy's like a real cunt. Joe, am I right or
Yeah,
wrong?
absolute douche.
So that's how we know. We saw him play with Bigwig in Canada in front of a sick, insane crowd back in, it was called Rockfest.
yeah, Amnesia Rockfest.
So that's how we know Mike through Evan playing in Bigwig with him, you know. So
No,
that's
I
the
saw
connection.
some video clips on Instagram and Facebook, and he had all the notes.
Yeah,
I thought
man.
the one person in your band, is, other than Joe, obviously, because he's a singer,
And myself, yeah.
and yourself, because of your swag, I thought, Mav, it would be impossible to replace
It would be
you.
difficult.
And you found
And
someone
I was
that can
willing
actually
to
do
say,
it.
whoever filled in for him, just do whatever you want here, because Mav's his choices of scales and stuff he uses is weird. It's different, you know. So it's wouldn't like most dudes are like blues based scales and stuff like this, and that's what I was ready to tell him. But I didn't show him one thing. Like
He
first
just
time
done
I
it.
played with him, he knew everything. Literally, he already knew everything.
Is he a nice person?
He's
cool.
great.
He's real
He's
cool.
great.
He's way cooler than the rest of the guys in the
He
band.
did spill
Yeah.
a pint. He did spill a pint of Guinness on Steve's lap earlier on, though. Like.
All I did was
Yeah.
say hello to the geezer and he just...
Yeah,
He's
right
really-
off on Suge White, right off the bat, boom, he dumped the Guinness right on his lap.
Yeah, wow.
The first thing he said to me was, "I'm taller than you." He didn't
Oh,
say hello.
shit.
Just said, "I'm taller than you."
And it turns out he.
I think
No, we were debating
was that
about
not
that.
instigated by me?
We were talking about that from a couple weeks ago, actually. We
And
were
you know
like,
what? I thought you were taller because you appear bigger.
I know, man. It's my dick. No,
Because you
joking.
got them guns. You
Who's got
them
a taller
guns, my
dick?
man.
I have a dick off right now.
No, I think we won't be able to.
I'll bet you my dick's bigger than yours. Yeah?
But no, yeah, Mike had him by like maybe 2 inches even.
Yeah,
man.
Mike's a lot taller than Weema, so sorry, listeners. your host is not
Your
the
fantasy's
tallest guy.
fucking over. We
Sorry.
possess the tallest guitar player in the game. Oh, no, wait a minute. Isn't there like a punk rock dude that's super big?
Lagwagon, yeah.
Oh, okay.
How tall is he?
Yeah, he's fucking ugly.
He's
though.
like a Frankenstein type
He's
dude.
ugly, though. Mike's handsome.
Yeah,
Weema's
Mike's like
handsome.
pretty and shit.
Yeah.
Peter Crouch sort of size, isn't it? What's Peter Crouch? 6'7"?
Peter Crouch is a footballer, by the way.
Yeah.
6'7",
6'7",
6'8".
6'8".
Did you say
Wow.
Peter Crouch?
Peter Crouch.
Not quite.
Peter
Crouch.
He's got the least apt name of any footballer, like fucking Peter Crouch, and he's like
He's like 6'8".
Wow.
But imagine it was Peter Crotch. That's like a porno name.
Dick crotch.
Yeah, they call me Peter Crotch.
No, but yeah, we got lucky with Mike on this tour because Mav was planning to come and we bought him a ticket, and then he an emergency happened. He couldn't make it. They wouldn't let us reimburse the ticket.
That sucks.
This guy
man.
jumped in with barely any notice.
And your
respect.
British Airways lost
Lost it.
his guitar before the first show was even played, he started the tour down with no guitar.
And you know what? He didn't make a big deal about it. That's what
He
I
just
like.
said, "I would have had something. I'll find."
You know,
something."
like would I have made a big deal about it? I would be like,
I don't think he would have. No, I don't think
but how about a guy like Evan? You'd be hearing
Oh
about it
my
every
God.
fucking day, all
Forget it.
day. A guy like Luke would have been miserable throwing salt. This guy was like, he lost a guitar. I don't sweat that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good character test right there.
Yeah.
You passed.
I like it today.
Miguel Gunari.
He was saying that someone lent him her guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said, "Take
one
my
of your
guitar."
Someone from
One of your
Climate,
peeps.
yeah, someone from Climate Affair did.
Ah,
Something
maybe.
like that.
Okay.
Your people lost it, and one of your people gave
Saved
him
the
a
day.
guitar also. So
We heard.
shout out to Climate of Fear.
We should send the task force down to fucking Heathrow tomorrow, innit? Like, just storm the fucking place for the guitar.
Imagine that though. Imagine, like, you know, it could have been a $14,000 guitar. They don't know what kind of good, but it's just gone with no explanation. Almost 3 weeks later, to the, nothing.
I reckon there's a baggage handler doing
And every
riffs in the
time
fucking on his brake. Like,
Someone's stolen that.
Yo,
Definitely.
he gets hold of them every day, and almost every day it's like a new, like no, not excuse. It's like, okay, fill this out.
Yeah,
Same-
it's like starting over,
Yeah.
starting the process of finding
It's
it
like a
over every
Groundhog
single
Day for
day.
finding your guitar.
Crazy.
Like I said, man, you should just make a claim, throw $1,000 on top,
Yeah.
get some more money out of it, man.
Yo, the thing is, I don't think they give a fuck. I don't think they'll.
They don't, man. You see
I don't
how
think
they
they'll
load.
compensate. I don't think they'll reimburse. I don't think they'll do anything to make it right. You know. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
don't know. I don't know. British Airways. I mean, they say if you really want to get something handled, you got to talk shit on social media and like let people know that they fucked up on social media. So we're doing it on your podcast. Let them know
Yeah.
British Airways
Right.
fucking sucks.
Everybody but British.
I'll break
Airways.
your fucking. Is that right? I'll
Break your fucking head open.
That's it.
Yo, what do you think of the intro though on our podcast?
Oh, it's
I
dope,
fucking
man.
love that.
Right? Come
You
on,
need to
Joe
bring-
was so
It's
dense.
You
brilliant.
need to bring back the Ray Ray fucking music as well. Every time Ray Ray comes on, you need to bring that
That's
back.
cool. Like, that's
cool
just
shit.
like
That's
chill.
funny as fuck.
That's like a
man.
West Coast like lowrider fucking Rays coming
Yeah, I
on.
remember that. Yeah, I played that one that much.
Ray
do
Ray's
you?
Nah, you know I think Chris might have lost that one. I don't know. I don't hear it either.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fucked up. I did like the right one.
Oh, not mine.
Right, I've got
That's alright.
I've got to bounce because my band's gonna go on in 10 minutes. So
Oh fuck.
I'll
So
leave
you
it
got
to-
10 minutes.
yeah.
This is like a vocal. This is like a vocal warm up.
I'll leave it
Exactly.
to I'll leave it in the good hands of Wemmer and Suge White, of course.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
See ya, Lewis.
The good man Lewis.
So you guys, you played quite a few
Lewis
festivals
is
on this.
leaving the building.
Lewis, get the fuck out of here, man.
Right, let's talk some shit about Lewis now.
no one will fucking believe it anyway, man. Fuck you.
Everyone but us. Straight from the heart of London.
So what's been the best place you played on? What's been your best place on the tour so far? You played quite a few festivals, and
Yo,
Brutal Assault, maybe.
Brutal Assault
Brutal
was
Assault is
dope.
fat, right?
But my
Get the mic.
favorite was Tell's Bells.
Oh yeah, that was dope too.
Tell's Bells was it was one of my favorite like fest experiences ever.
I've never heard of that fest in my life.
It's called what the fuck is it? What was it? Vilmar. Yeah, it was in Germany. Vilmar, and I guess it was just like the setting and everything, and I don't know, just the environment we're playing in. As we went on, the sun was setting.
It was
I
like
saw
a
the
mid-size.
videos.
It was like 3,000. It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like a huge over-the-top thing, but it was outdoor 3,000. A Comeback Kid was a headliner. Dog Eat Dog played. Like it was that kind of level, not insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
But just the setting alone, like we went for a walk as a band. We went down to this river, tried to go swimming, checked out the town a little bit, and by the time we got back, it was getting to like, the sun's going down. When we went on the stage, the sun was like right on the horizon. It was like orange.
Beautiful.
The sky was orange. Perfect
Yeah.
weather, a little breeze, and the crowd was fucking awesome. They went off, and it was like great energy, and it just looked beautiful, and it made me feel like, damn, this is like a special thing that we do. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool.
I see you got the circle pit going, man. I see a clip on
we got a
Instagram.
good ass circle pit. A couple of them actually. Yeah, it was great, man. That was my favorite like fest.
What do you think
of
of
the tour.
Brutal Assault? Did you like the?
Brutal Assault's dope, man. That's such a cool setting in the fort.
that's the second time we played that one.
Yeah, we played that 2 years ago, isn't it, Nick?
I think I think those people are happy to see hardcore bands on there.
Yeah, they are. It's different.
We went on stage at like 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, 1:30 in the afternoon.
1:30 in the afternoon, and we was like, oh. It's gonna be no one there. It was packed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's packed with people,
Beautiful.
man.
Yeah. Did you guys play on the tent in the
No,
tent or the
it's
main
like
stage?
there's like two stages next
Yeah,
to
the
each
main
other,
stage,
and they
yeah?
water it.
Nice.
It's cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
Did you see the Lemmy?
Yeah, the
like a
Lemmy.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
down in the cave.
You go in the cave.
I
and
had,
got, like,
we got a story about that. I can't tell you, but
come on!
I can't. I just absolutely can't. But that Lemmy room is pretty special.
You went in there and blew out all the candles.
No,
Something got blown out.
something got blown out in that room. But
Oh!
that was
Lemmy
it was
would've loved
crazy,
that.
man. It was wild, man. That's a cool fest.
Lemmy would have loved that.
Lemmy would have loved that.
He would have.
He'd be looking down going, go on, son. No, that's a really...
Come on, son.
Go on, son.
Go on, son.
All right.
No, wow, what a cool environment, man. It's so like grimy looking, and there's like, it's like the metalheads that wear like camo and black, those ones, you know. And there was a dude dressed like a metal monk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
really?
Yeah, there was like dudes dressed like metal clowns,
There's vampire dudes and
vampire
shit.
metal. Yeah, it was all types there,
That
but
sounds like Bloodstock, man. That's what they do at
it
Bloodstock.
was
At Bloodstock, there's a Jesus Christ walking around.
Wow.
yeah.
I find that the metal crowd are a lot more like a hardcore crowd. If they don't know you, they'll just watch you and they'll observe you. And you can maybe win them over midway through set.
Yeah.
But the metal crowd, if they like you from the first song, they just...
Yeah, they get into
they
it.
literally just go for it.
Yeah.
They just go for it straight away, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The first time we played it, 2015, we played at 11 o'clock at night.
That was
We
a
were
dope
like,
one.
what the fuck are we even on this fest for? This doesn't even make sense. It was like 15 death metal bands and then Wisdom in Chains headlining this stage. Like, this doesn't even make sense. This is insane. And we're like, there's not going to be one person. And when we were like warming up, or not warming up, but like setting up, doing a line check and stuff, there was like 3 people in the tent, and we're like, oh man, this fucking blows. Nobody's gonna give a fuck about us. And then, as soon as like we started ringing out notes, like we're about to start playing, people started coming in, and by the end of that was like a rock and roll fantasy moment. Like, like an absolutely
Did somebody throw a bra?
Yes, they threw.
Yeah,
somebody threw an actual bra on the
Oh,
stage.
for real?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Like that was like
For the bar.
an absolute like
It was like a
unrealistic,
big-ass
like
motherfucking
no
bra, too.
fucking way, like that didn't just happen.
Yeah.
And they were like, I don't know, I have to like look at the video to remember and be like, what? That really happened?
Was
That
you,
was insane.
Was you like Cinderella? Was you walking around with a bar?
The glass bra, a glass brassiere.
We have to find the owner.
Seeing if it fits.
Yeah. A lot of
There's
testing.
some old raggedy girl pushing a broom behind the beer tent. It's you?
It's mine. No, that's fucking dope, man. How the new songs been going down live then? You playing quite a few new songs?
Yeah, we do. There people know 2 of them pretty well. I'm surprised by like on this tour. The thing that surprised me the most is the weekday turnouts. They're like a lot more people during weekdays than I would expect for on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And we got lucky because Brutal Assault was actually on a Wednesday.
Oh
so
shit,
that
that's
filled
good.
in like a hard weekday
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
And we got lucky and played this nice festival in front of a lot of people, and that was dope. But even like just the club shows on weekdays, we got pretty lucky with the turnouts. It's definitely an improvement, I would say. In my eyes, I see it as a big improvement. But yeah, I think the new songs have been going over pretty good, and hearing a lot of nice things about the record and stuff like that. It's always nice.
I fucking love the record, man. Fucking good job in it, man. Like,
thanks.
And I can see from all the on like, iTunes. You talk about that. You got a top 10. On, how long was that for? Like,
that was new for us.
That's amazing, man.
Never happened before.
Imagine logging into iTunes and then just seeing your album in the top 10.
Yeah.
That must have been like
of metal albums.
That's fucking insane, man. That's a very like.
No, that was cool, man. Yeah, we need.
At one point, it was sandwiched between Metallica's Black Album, which can you believe that's still in the top 10? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it was sandwiched between that and Metallica's Justice for All. And we were right in the middle of that. And I was like, holy shit, that looks cool. I'm definitely taking a screenshot of this because that was fucking like, wow, that's surreal, you know?
Nah, that's fucking insane.
I don't know if it really translates into anything in the long run, but it was definitely a cool
It definitely
moment.
means that there was a handful of people that were excited to buy it right away.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
No, but do you know what I saw? And I judge a band's success now by streams. I'll go on Spotify and I'll look how many listens they've got. And I think previous to that album, our boy Ammo just walked in.
Yeah, I just want to announce.
Ammo, hey!
I just want to announce it's all going downhill from this moment.
Yeah.
Hey, hello, it's great to be here. So happy
Hello, everybody. It's good to be here. Life betrays us. Ammo in the building. No, I was just saying, I judge a band by how many listeners. I don't know. This is me personally.
Yeah.
And I think because I listen to your stuff a lot, I think before that you was getting about 15,000 monthly streams, and I noticed that you've now jumped to over 30. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Wow.
You didn't notice that?
I know what it is now, but I didn't know what it was then. I'm only on
I think it's
now.
15, 17, so you've gathered at least 15,000 more listeners a month.
Wow.
Fucking hell, man.
Since your album's come out.
Ammo's trying to get in
that.
a
That's
locked door.
crazy.
So now you're like at the
you can't
30,
get-
35, which is fucking great, man, for a fucking hardcore band. Like,
You can't go in there, bro.
There's like something happening around us. I'm not
Sorry,
sure
man.
what's
sorry,
going
man,
on. here.
what's going on, man? We're talking on the...
Ammo just came in
I
and
just felt like Alan fucking Partridge going, Dave.
So wait a minute, can you please
Ammo,
repeat those
can't go in there,
numbers?
You can't go in there.
Can you please repeat those
I'll say
numbers
that
so that
again.
people can hear it more clearly?
Are you finished now? No, I was saying, so previously you was on 15,000, because I listened to your album a lot on Spotify. Since your album came out, it's gone up to over 30, well, last time I saw it was 31,000, which means
Wow.
you've gained 16,000 listeners a month since the album's dropped.
Holy shit!
So-
really?
Yeah, so that's fucking great, man. Like,
That's awesome.
Why are you obsessed with these things?
no, to me, that's the only way you
You know,
can't.
he's right to be. That's the only.
That's
gauge
the way you
have
gauge a
anymore.
band, by how many listeners you get on Spotify a
You
month.
can sort of gauge what you sell live, but everything else you can't tell at all.
No.
You don't know who. Yeah, you just know, like Spotify, because Spotify clearly puts it out. iTunes is kind of unclear with it. It's like I think 4 times a year they let you know something.
Well, your streams counts for you getting in the chart. Like,
Oh yeah,
you can be number one on the Billboard from streams.
yeah.
Yeah, so should we pause a bit?
Something like that. Yeah, Last Orders are just hitting the stage, so I think maybe we'll just wait till they fuck off and then maybe go and watch them.
Yo, so what's up? We are back after a short break.
Back from
My
the
voice
dead.
keeps breaking.
What was the break? It was Lewis.
He played.
Lewis had to go and
Playing
play.
a show. I never even heard this band before.
I did a Motown set.
He did a quick
So-
Lewis Redding tribute.
Rest in peace, Aretha. That's what we'll quickly say as well, man.
No
Yo,
doubt.
look, he's James Brown in his forehead. and shit.
Lewis has come back. He's
Say it
sweating.
loud. No, I don't want to alienate some of our white friends, but yeah, I won't say that next.
Yeah, but shout out to Last Orders, man. We just watched them. That
Thank
was
you.
really good,
Yeah,
man.
wow, I never
What do you
heard
guys
this band
think?
before. That's cool.
Appreciate it, man.
So
Old
people
school.
at home don't know you two guys are black dudes, and then we got an African American.
An African American.
But the English brothers,
It's different.
the English brothers like two strong African brothers.
That's
You're like a
amazing.
watered down African
That's
American.
amazing.
You know what I'm saying? We got Weema, and we got Gayopang.
That's me.
That's
From Ghana.
that's the
Gayopang.
warrior name, baby. And we got Joe from Oliver. Come on, change your name to like some African shit,
No.
That's what that.
like Kumi Kayata.
Nah, bro.
So just so the
tried.
listeners
I
know, we're recording this in segments, so
Oh.
if it doesn't flow, like what were we talking about before we stopped?
Talking about Spotify.
We're talking about Spotify. We're talking about streams and stuff.
Yeah, I think we covered all that.
We covered
I think
that.
we covered all that ground we need to cover.
Now we're talking about food.
Yeah.
What's the worst place when you're on tour? What's the worst place for food?
For food?
Is Europe shit? What's better, the States or Europe for food on the road?
Let me say it like this: after shows in Europe, late night, you got no options. You got no good options.
Yeah, that's true.
You got
Like in London, you got options in London, but like
do you really?
you got kebab shops or kebabs as you
In
call
a
them.
major
Yeah.
city, I'm sure you got some options.
But typically it's McDonald's. in
Yeah.
Europe. Like late night, you go to McDonald's, and which is just
And you're searching for
the most
that.
disappointing.
Has that been your go-to on this
It's
tour?
the most disappointing stop you'll
Yo,
make.
yeah, for
night
real.
On
after
this
night.
tour, Luke Rhoda probably gained 26, 27 pounds.
What's he been
looks
eating?
He's as big as a house right now. You've seen him. He's eating
a drummer,
everything around the clock. Am I right?
It's bizarre. He really is like he's on a mission, and I don't know why. Like he's on a mission, man. Like he wants to gorge himself. Like
Check it out.
like a bear getting ready for the winter.
The other night he ate all day, and we went to the hotel. He was super excited. There was a McDonald's by the hotel, so he went to the McDonald's. In the morning, we're about to leave the hotel. I come out of the room in the van. We drive to the McDonald's to pick him up in the morning. Now he's in it. So within a few hours, he's there twice. Then driving, he's like, sees a McDonald's, he gets excited. He wants to stop at
See, I would have thought Luke would have been the fussiest with food. I've seen these sandwiches.
Luke is a fussy eater with certain things, but for some reason on this tour, he's eating.
He eats shit all day long.
It's weird, man. He loves good food, but he also loves shitty food.
Yeah, he loves shitty food too.
Fuck,
Well,
man.
what we're saying is the man likes food in general and non-stop.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's really can appreciate and like break down really good food and why it's good and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But then at the same time, he'll be like, "Fuck it, give me a Big Mac," and he'll just like shove Big Macs in his face, and you're like, "Damn, dude."
You ever see how they make a pizza? They got that metal dish and they put dough in it and they let the dough rise before they cook it.
Yeah.
He was sitting in a chair on the ferry over here, and it looked like he was the dough in that fucking thing. He was like falling out of the sides of the chair. It was bad, bro. I was like, every movement he makes is like, it's a chore.
Uncomfortable, yeah.
His knee hurts because he's walking. He's getting up.
It's a human deep dish, basically.
But I'm telling you, like, I've been overweight since I was like a teenager, okay? And I work hard to maintain this level of overweightness where I can still be athletic and I can still feel like, I can handle myself and I can still run. You know what I mean? Like, people wouldn't think that I could just go out on the street here and run 2 miles, but I can because I work hard at it and I do it.
He's big
regularly.
Jiu-jitsu as well.
I wouldn't say you're overweight. You're big boned.
Nah, but whatever. It is what it is. Like, I'm not. But it takes work to, like, especially when you're
get
a
older.
larger man. It takes a little extra effort to not completely explode because that can
you
happen.
gotta remember,
to me
Luke
just
is
as
the
easy.
youngest guy in the band.
That can
How
happen
old
to me
Luke?
just as
Is he
easy.
like 32?
I think 32.
Is he 32?
Yeah, I think so.
30? That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
You thought he was older?
I did not a lot. Not because he looks older. He just
No, not even like, I'm not saying Luke looks like 50 years old or some shit, but
Well,
younger than you.
He does have that bald
If he
spot.
told you he was 40,
He does have that bald spot.
Oh,
if
the
he
bald
told you,
spot's
if I
coming.
just said he was 40, would you go with it? Yes, you. Come on.
Yeah.
yeah.
But can you tell the
would
difference
go.
between 40? Can you tell the difference between 40 and 32?
Oh,
Nah?
most definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Wayman.
yeah.
I get mistaken for Luke's younger brother a lot. I'm way older than Luke. People say, "Oh, you brothers? He's the older one."
Oh
I'm not
shit.
kidding.
Yeah, I've seen that happen.
Yeah,
That's
but to
true.
be fair, like drummer, he drums hard. So.
Oh yeah.
So you
In
would
a
think
set-
he's in better shape?
He's a
Yeah, but
beast.
how many calories could he must he burn in one set list?
I don't know. He did. He plays
500,
hard. He sweats a
600
lot.
calories.
He does play hard.
Yeah.
But-
We're just saying we care about his health. I'm not clowning on him because he's real fat right now. I'm just saying I hope that I want him to see, I want to see him better. You know what I mean? That's all.
No,
I
we
love you,
Luke.
man. Come on, Lukey. Do it for the people.
You have to check out his Instagram page when he's making the sandwiches and
Yeah.
he lays it out
He's
nice
a
and
wizard.
precise.
He's a wizard with
And
sandwiches.
he, yeah.
We played a show in Poland one time.
There's somebody at the
Who
door.
was at the door? We played a show in Poland one time, and there was bread and just a bunch of things that didn't go together.
Yeah.
And
He made something out
he
of nothing.
made magic, man.
Yeah.
It was magical,
Yeah.
for real. And like I was like, "There's no way." Like I'm just gonna try to make it like something that closely resembles peanut butter and jelly. And he got really angry at me. He's like, "Dude, just fucking give me 5 minutes, please, please." Put the bread down. Put the knife down. Give me 5 minutes.
Is that the one time he was serious?
And he brought me a sandwich that was so tasty, and he does like a presentation. He always cuts it at this perfect angle and stacks one on top of the other, just like slightly off.
Certain meat.
That's some Italian. That's some Italian shit,
Yeah,
man.
It just looks so
yeah.
good.
Put in some nice fucking flavor.
You got to, yeah.
fucking food.
You got to remember, Luke is one of the last of the Mohegans from an Italian neighborhood in the Bronx, raised like that, like you would see in the movies, because those neighborhoods are becoming less and less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for him to be his age and in a band, you know, because what is going on with New York hardcore right now? Where are the young bands? Where are, you know?
You're right.
It's Luke is the last one.
Really?
He's a real New York dude.
I mean, is he the best cook in the band? Is it fair to say?
I don't know.
If you could have a cook
Joe's
off,
good.
Open a can of worms.
Honestly,
yeah.
I love cooking. I love baking. Richie does too. Richie always cooks up. Yo, Richie has a chili recipe. That's
We need to
crazy.
taste that, Mr. Rich.
It's nothing big. It's
It's
nothing.
crazy. It's really good.
Yeah.
But Luke is he's good too. I think we all like to cook.
3 of us could kill it.
Maverick
That's
I don't know
cool.
if he cooks specifically,
His
but
girl does.
his girl cooks damn.
She sends us stuff.
She's like-
when we practice, we feast.
Yeah, we
Oh,
Or
wow.
feast always. It's
Yeah.
not just practice and bounce. It's practice and feast.
And have a big meal.
Yeah, Evan doesn't cook at all. I don't
That's
think
what we
Chris
should do,
really
innit,
does.
Steve?
Choose someone to fucking cook the meal.
I'll cook it, mate. I'll
It
cook
makes it. I mean, because sometimes practicing is a chore, you know. So at least dedicate some time. Somebody's gonna take the reins, cook the meal, and then try to practice or write stuff, eat, and then go back to it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
It
don't
makes
know,
this
man.
little light, a little break in the middle, light at the end of the tunnel, or the middle of the tunnel.
See, the thing is with you guys, you've got like garages and
Yeah, it's a
underground
little
spots
easier.
where you can go and do shit. Whereas over here for us in England, unless you've got a big house, you're gonna
you
be
have
able
to rent
pay,
a
we
rehearsal?
have to pay
Yeah.
for a rehearsal spot, so you get 3 hour slot or 4 hour slot, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's different. We are lucky with the situation we got. Definitely.
With me, if I eat a nice meal, I want to sleep.
Itis.
My
It's called
brain
itis.
my brain switches off, man.
Yeah.
So if I was rehearsing,
Your brain's ever on, bro.
oh, see this guy
That's
over here?
called the itis.
Shook White got him, baby.
1-0 Steve. Well, I'll give it.
Yeah, the itis is real. The itis is definitely a real thing, but
It's real, but I mean, if
it's
you're
just
in the
kind
middle
of
of
how it
writing,
is.
and then you stop, and you will want, and then you're talking with the people you're writing with. You, even though you might be tired, you want to go back to it. You're like, yo, let's finish that. Let's do it. Let's try that idea you said or whatever.
You rehearse in your house, innit?
Right now, yeah,
That's a fucking dope little spot, man.
easy. It's real easy. It's
don't-
not easy for Luke. He lives fucking in the Bronx. You got to keep that in mind. You know what I mean? But it's it's convenient for the rest of us.
Imagine in London if you rehearsed in your house. How long would it be before you either get
Shut down.
shut down by the police,
Robbed.
Yeah.
robbed, or
Just
the
shut down by
neighbours throwing
yeah,
a brick through your window?
Shutting it down. It'll get shut down in an
Impossible.
instant, mate.
Now, would it be
15 minutes in, I think.
would it be a possible thing to actually build like if you own your house and you could build a studio room in it, like a soundproof studio room?
You'd
it
have
would
to
be
live in a
so
detached.
small.
The problem is you live in a detached house.
Yes.
It's
Right.
your house. We all live in.
If you can build it in a garden.
Yeah, people do build. They build if they have a long garden, they build a shed at the end. But you've got to get planning permission, and
Yeah.
the sound will always bleed through unless you've got you spent ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
I guess if you live in,
that's
if you live in the countryside, out in the sticks or some shit like that, where there's houses around, but they're not all
That's
plotting next to each
basically
other.
where I'm at.
Yeah, you're in the mountains,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
If I lived in, if you see where Luke is, his apartment is like this. Like,
It's like the size of this room, right?
He couldn't practice there.
How
So
far? Go on.
yeah, it's just we're just lucky where we live. There's some crappy parts about it, but one good part is privacy and a lot of space.
Everyone but us. Straight from the heart of London.
We just watched Pints. What do you think of them?
Really good, man. It's really cool, man. Very catchy. It's hard to make that kind of music sound catchy and original, but they did it.
They're really good. They've got like a cult following as well, haven't
They
they?
got a
Yeah.
big following.
Yeah.
Of alcoholics.
Yes, pretty
Alcoholics.
much. It's not a straight edge band, definitely not.
Nah, but they're fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
really
cool
cool,
band.
man.
Yeah. I've seen them where the crowd have gone. Everyone's just singing, fucking pylons.
Yeah.
Going
Oh, I could
crazy.
imagine. That's what I was
Yeah.
imagining as they're playing. I'm like, man,
Do you know what
this
they
is
do
catchy,
as well?
man.
Sometimes they get people up on stage and sit them on a chair and they fucking give them haircuts on fucking stage.
No
Like,
way.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah. The singer,
See, if
will
you
give
want to
Charlie,
trim-
the singer, will give him haircuts on stage.
It's
and
an
shit.
interesting gimmick.
That is a very interesting gimmick, man.
He ain't cutting my fucking hair. Fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, I let him do my hair,
No
I guess.
fucking white man cut my hair anyway. So anyway,
Oh!
I don't be racist, man. I'm just being real, like.
I've got white friends. I don't waste this.
But was gonna ask you guys, how's the podcast going? The Post America.
Post America
The Post
podcast.
America
I'll break your
podcast?
fucking neck.
At
Is that one?
gmail.com?
Yes,
That one?
Yeah.
Or you mean at Post America Podcast on Instagram? That one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going pretty good. We have fun with it. It's like it's not our main thing. You know what I mean? But I think it could be one day. You know what I mean? If we ever, I think if we ever stop playing music and writing music, that would be
We'll
like
just talk
the,
shit
the
forever.
focus. Just be professional shit
Talk
talkers.
shit on all the other
think-
bands that we had to be nice to.
I think there's you've got like a good following of people who like get involved.
Yeah, you get
and
mad
interact
numbers,
with
man.
you guys. You've got good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know,
I'm always surprised by, especially in like weird remote places. Like we were in Denmark, and there's people in Denmark talking
We
about
had
it.
like a
and it's
serious conversation on this tour about the topic I had with Joe about hitting kids. And this dude came
yeah.
up,
This
and
dude
this
took it
dude,
serious.
he was taking it serious. Then another dude came up and knew the podcast, and he was chiming in. Everybody with different opinions. I'm trying to make light of the situation, but it wasn't working.
it's a
They was taking it
proper
serious.
touchy subject. That sort of
Yeah.
thing. Like, everyone's got their own sort of opinion and shit on.
No, it's crazy to see who knows what. One time we were in Chicago, and we met a girl that like knew everything we've ever talked about.
Yeah, she
And-
was saying like sentences to me and like waiting for my reaction, and I'm like, what is that? And she's like, remember on that one episode, and you said this and this, and I'm like, I
she
don't
was going
remember that
way
at all.
back, like ghost stories, like, and we, but yeah, people seem to be listening, so that's cool.
I was
think
going to say,
It's great that people can like recall those type of things the same way they recall a song lyric or something like that, and they can recall like a phrase you said off the top of your head in a moment of a conversation that's just lost to me. That happens here all the time, just in London specifically, because we would, when we first started coming here, we're like staying up late night, talking shit, hanging out at the house over there, and everybody's like smoking spliffs and stuff, and we're just in the room laughing and hanging out.
Yeah.
And then like
Now we just
5
push
years
record.
later, I'm just like, DBS says something to me that I don't understand. And I'm like, what? What is that? And he's like, remember that one night? And I'm like, dude, I don't remember that at all. I don't remember.
Do you find with the podcast, because what...
I don't smoke spliffs, by the way. I'm saying
He's
my
got the
London
edge.
friends
Just a little disclaimer
back
there.
in the day would smoke a lot of spliffs.
No, I was going to say, because we're new to the podcast, we're trying to grow it. And I think the hardest thing is, when you talk on the podcast, you want to be honest, but sometimes you feel like if you're too honest, are people going to take that the wrong way? Like if you talk about someone's band and you say, I saw them and they was a bit shitty live, or I didn't like the new album. Can you be in a band and do that and it not end in a negative way?
You can. I mean, it's if you whatever you say, you just gotta mean it. Like
So
if
would
you
you-
said it, then fucking stand by it. If you
Would
said
you critique someone's album and be on if you thought it was a shit album?
it. No, I
would
wouldn't
you say
do that. You know why?
Yeah.
Because to me, a negative review is just pointless. It's pointless to write a negative review. That's just being negative.
But what if somebody asks you?
You just don't review
yeah.
it. If I don't like something, I'm just not going to talk about it.
Right.
I don't want to, because we've put
That's
out a
true.
lot of music, a lot of albums, and I just like reading shit. It's almost like it's like Yelp to me. Like people will go on Yelp and take the time out of your fucking precious life to say that you didn't like something at a restaurant. That is the most boring, lamest human on the fucking planet. And just to take the time to be negative about something is fucking lame. If you don't like this restaurant, don't go to the restaurant again. Don't go out of your way to try to dissuade people from going there.
Yeah,
you know what I
but
mean?
in a real
And it's the same
time-
with like music. If I don't like something, it doesn't mean that I'm correct. It means I don't like it. If you do like the thing I don't like, it doesn't mean you're correct or incorrect either. It just means you like it and I don't like it. So I'm not going to try to persuade you not to like it because I don't like it. That's
Let
like
me
an
ask you a question
insecurity.
then.
It's like shining a light on the insecurity of that person. You know what I
Let me
mean?
ask you a question then. So if you're having a discussion and someone's album comes up,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
and then
I'm not talking about sitting there and writing a review, but if you're having an honest conversation and it pops up, what do you think about it? Are you going to be like, I'm not going to say anything because...
Maybe if it's like a friend of mine and I don't want to hurt their feelings, I might not
That's
say
what I'm
something.
talking
You know
about.
what I mean? I might not.
Because nobody's
But-
writing anything on this podcast, but if something comes up, and especially if I already don't like the people in the band, and then the
Oh,
album
then
sucks,
forget it. Yeah, fuck it.
I'm going to say it.
Fuck
if I
them.
like the dudes and the album sucks, then I probably wouldn't say it.
Yeah.
You know, let's be honest. But,
No.
I mean, nobody's going out of their way, but if it
Yeah, I
comes
know.
up...
That's all I meant. Is like I'm not gonna go out of my way to like talk negatively about something that I don't like. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Just
I
because,
respect that,
just
I
for the
respect
sake of being negative,
But
that's
if
lame.
you listen, you could tell if the person's honest, can't you? Like you could tell, like
Yeah, you can
if they're
tell.
avoiding a question, you could tell. If they're like candy coating something, you could kind of tell. So
Yeah.
you're better off just, I think, if you don't put it all out there, just be like, I don't like it, and keep it at that. But
Yeah,
if you want to go in on it, go ahead. But yeah, I think you got to be honest, especially the way you guys do a podcast and the way we do it. Once you just start talking and you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be honest, man.
Ray Dust,
Ray Dust just walked in.
the building.
He's a comedian.
No, but
Is-
I honestly, I love your podcast, man. I think like the chemistry is fucking
Thank you.
really good. It's
Thank
really
you.
honest. Joe, you share quite a lot about your life, man. Like your personal life. You,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
is-
man.
like,
To
you
me,
go,
that's-
sometimes you go deep. And I'm like, I as a listener, I love it. I think, but like that's quite cool that you share that stuff.
Yeah, like that's the kind of stuff I'll get deep about or get negative about or something like that. Is things that are I can 100% like back up or stand behind or whatever. You know what I mean? Like my honest story of my life. But like I don't mind putting a lot of personal information out there. You know what I mean?
I hope you don't mind me asking this, but like I know you talk a lot about being a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about your parents listening to the podcast and hearing some of the like?
No.
That's
You don't think they'll ever listen to it?
I honestly don't even think that's a possibility.
Yeah, cool.
And if they did, you know, if they did, they did, whatever. But it's real. It's my real story. So you know.
No, respect, man.
Yo, they have Jehovah's Witnesses over here in England?
Yo, we just passed on
Yeah.
the way here. like 5 minutes from here, we passed.
Yo, you should talk to
Jehovah's
them.
Witness Kingdom Hall.
Do you know what? I had one, funny enough, a couple of days I had a Jehovah's Witness knock on my door.
Yeah.
Watchtower.
The Watchtower,
That's the one. Yeah.
And it was a mum and a little girl. She was about 13 years old. And you could just look in her eyes and she just didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
And everything you said in your podcast was flowing through my mind as her mum was talking to me
Yeah.
about being a Jehovah's Witness. And I was thinking, I can't help but... I mean, I can't judge. Like everyone's... I don't know what's right or wrong in regards to being a Jehovah's Witness. But I thought, sorry for the girl.
Yeah.
Like on
Yeah.
the Sunday, it was about 9 in the morning and she just didn't... You could tell she didn't want to be there.
Picture this. Picture that little girl. She goes up to a house and she knows that somebody she knows from school is in that house
Embarrassing.
on 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and she's like, "Fuck, Sally lives here in this house, and she has to go knock on Sally's door."
Cover's going to be
Oh,
blown.
shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
Picture that. Picture doing that every Saturday.
Now Sally looks at her and with a smile and,
And
is
then you
like,
go-
"Oh,
Sally
when we go back
laughs.
to school."
Yeah, you're
You're
done.
gonna- yeah.
You're done. Picture that.
Man.
Picture that.
You freak!
There was a girl who was
Poor
a Jehovah's
Joe.
Witness at my school, and she was fucking ostracised. No one took her or nothing. Just everyone. She was always just like the fucking.
You're like a freak, and you don't even know why. You can't even explain it. You can't put it into words because all of the reasons you were told don't make sense to people that aren't Jehovah's Witnesses. Even the words, the phrases don't make sense in the real world. I could say these phrases that you guys be like, "What the fuck is?" There's a phrase that I heard daily, okay, and you're gonna be like, "What?" All right, I heard this phrase daily in my house: "Faithful and discreet slave." I heard that
Silence in the
daily.
room. I know what it means.
And in my house, that's just I know what it means when my mother or my father would say that. I know what it means, but I can't explain it to someone that's not a Jehovah's Witness, especially in like a quick conversation where you can explain it in 10 seconds or less. You know what I mean? Like a definition.
So is that a term for a non-Jehovah's Witness?
No, that's the term for the best kind of Jehovah's Witness.
Wow.
See, I would say
That's
that
the ultimate Jehovah's
I would
Witness.
say that was negative because you're calling it.
Me too.
You would think so because you're a
Because
slave.
that's the way we were raised.
But in Jehovah's Witness culture,
You don't question anything. Do as you're
the
told.
slave is the best one. That's you're doing things the best because you're living for someone
That's
else.
fucking bananas, bro.
Yeah. Which that goes against everything in my soul now. But as a kid, it's so hard to like comprehend it.
Yeah.
And then once you taste real freedom and I'm like living on my own and I'm doing my own thing, I'm like, wait a minute, this is fucking crazy. Now, see, we just got real deep, and now the band's about to start.
I know.
So what we saying then, is this it then, or?
Yeah, man. We'd love to have done a proper podcast with you guys.
We will.
But we're at a show, and there's music in the background, as you can hear. So we got a good 20 minutes, half an hour conversation with you guys. It was a bit choppy, but fucking, I want to thank you guys for. No, not you guys on our part. I want to thank you guys so much, man, for like.
Yeah, thanks for doing this,
man.
man.
To come and do this.
We'll do anything for you guys. You know that. You're our brothers.
Love you guys.
and,
When I hear your voice at home, don't I always say? When I hear Richie's voice, I love it.
Richie loves your voice.
The love is the same, man.
Lewis is too. No.
No.
But he just sounds like a nice guy. You sound kind of bitter.
He needs love, man. He needs love in his
not
life.
far from the fucking truth, mate. Trust me. Yo, but one thing. Next time you come over, bring fucking Ray Ray. I know you might need to get like subpoenas and
Ray
lawyers and all that sort of shit when you go.
Everybody loves Ray. We love.
I want Ray with me all day, every day. I love Ray Ray.
Yeah, the Post American podcast. Go check it out. I know you've checked it out already, but go check it out again.
At Post
American
American
album.
Podcast.
Yeah,
check
get
it
that
out.
Get our new album, Nothing in Nature Respects Weakness.
Yep.
In Europe, it's for sale on
Demons Run 'Em Up Records.
In the U.S., it's Fast Break Records. And go pick it up. It's the shit.
Thank you so much, man. Make some noise.
You're listening to the Everyone But Us podcast, straight from the heart of London.